Hello, my YouTube friends, Sandra from ForYourChi.com, and this is your weekly collective reading with me for October 26th through November 1st of 2020. Thank you so much for being here. I am almost through with the November outlook for the zodiac signs, so I should be posting those up shortly, hopefully this week, before the 1st. Or at least close to that. I'm almost finished recording them now. So I just need some time to upload everything. Congratulations to the Leos because you guys won the November reading. So I'm going to post the Leo video first because you'll see that in its entirety. And I know that that's going to help the Leos. If you know any Leo or Leo rising folks, please share that video with them or tag them in it because that's going to help them. I want to talk a little bit about a message that I received recently from one of my viewers. She commented on the Libra video for this month of October and said that I was absolutely right with the Libra in her world, the money situation not being great. So back before the last executive order was signed, I want to say it was July. I can't recall the date exactly. I gave everyone the heads up that if they were able to go back to work, they should absolutely do that because we are not in a time when we can rely on more stimulus and more excess unemployment and things like that. I'm not up here doing these videos for my health, trust me. I'm here to give everyone a heads up about what's coming for you. And particularly, I would check out the yearly videos that I will post sometime in December about I'll do a zodiac video for each zodiac. I look at 3 areas: your career, your money, and your love. So definitely check those out when I have them posted because everyone is going to need to solidify a plan as soon as possible. We are living right now under some false pretense circumstances. Number one is the money that was circulated. The stimulus money and the extra unemployment money, right? So, a lot of folks are still riding that unemployment out. But number 2 is, and if you haven't done this, I encourage you to do it. Go research how many people missed their mortgage payment in September. And how many people missed their rent payment in September? And how many people missed their student loan payment in September? And pay attention to those numbers every month. Those people, the majority of them, are riding the forgiveness program. And that's temporary. And we don't know how long that will last. Me as a reader looking into it, I would not rely on that any more months than I already have. Going back to the debates, this last debate, if you watched it, I pulled one piece of truth from each side. Joe Biden said, winter is coming. He looked right at the camera and he said it. Winter is coming. He was right about that. I got that message a long time ago. Trump said, if Joe Biden is elected, we will see a major stock market crash and a major depression. I believe 100% that he is correct about that. And the reason I think that is because I was getting that message in the weeks leading up to the debate. But the other part of me, my Capricorn moon, that is very logical in thinking, and even with the information that I get, that I research myself to make sure it's correct. Unless you're a day trader, you really don't pay attention to the markets like I do. And the only reason that I pay attention to it is because I manage my own funds. I don't rely on any brokers to help me. I move it in and I move it out myself. And I have noticed a pattern with this president and the markets that fluctuate up and down. Now, the downswing that we saw in March and April, we've pretty much bounced back from, for the most part. So what I'm trying to say is we really haven't seen the you-know-what hit the fan yet. So when those programs end, the mortgage forgiveness, or whatever they're calling that, putting off your payment until later, renters, put your rent off until later, and the student loan plan, whatever name they put on that, ends, our reality is going to look very, very different. And it can be very scary. So that's why I'm saying that the collective should not buy into this illusion that their government is going to save them in this manner. It is time for, and I've said this before on these weekly collective videos, it is time for everyone to gather a plan that does not involve receiving support from their government, wherever you live. You guys know I'm here in the States. As it stands right now, I just heard from somebody in California. Apparently, the job market has shriveled significantly there, and people are begging for work. Now, here in Georgia, it's very different. When you travel to downtown and midtown, construction is booming. I look around and I'm thinking, oh my God, I cannot believe this is happening right now. But the economy is so fragile. And I think a lot of people don't even realize it. They don't even realize how fragile it could be if one of these programs ceases to exist. And not only that, but certainly we're not going to put our faith and trust in the idiots that get elected to run and save us. Right? I mean, they can't get much done right now as it stands. Just throwing that out there. All right. Let's get into the messages for this week. Shadow. So this is the moon card in traditional tarot. You could be experiencing some sort of mild to moderate depression Monday and Tuesday. And, it's funny that this card shows up on Monday. The moon rules Monday. So that's why people think that Monday isn't great. And that's why. Now, I do see some relief for you here Monday, Tuesday. I pulled Archangel Gabriel and we got ask for what you want here. So if you are feeling down because you feel like you don't have enough assistance or it's not available to you or something, Archangel Gabriel is telling you to speak up here. Ask and be specific. Especially because it's Mercury retrograde and people are not understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth. The message on this card says clear communication with yourself, with God, and with others. helps you avoid misunderstandings. Very important during Mercury retrograde, right? And especially if you're a Scorpio, because it's in Scorpio right now, and speeds up the process of answered prayers. Okay, so pay attention to that one. Wednesday, Thursday, we have discontent and boredom. This means that you are tired of the way that things are going and you are ready for a change. What change is about to take place? Archangel Gabriel card says, open your heart to love. The message on this card says, the more your heart and you, the more you open your heart and pour your love into your creations, the greater their life force energy. Now, for some of you, this could be talking about a relationship, but for the majority of you, it's talking about a creative project. Or you could be doing some sort of project at work, or this could be, your project could be a side gig, which I would totally encourage the correct side gig right now, right? To bring in more money. And this next message is going to drive that home here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, awareness. Awareness says you've already been given the divine guidance and you know what you need to do here, but you haven't executed the plan yet. You know what to do, but you haven't done it yet. So this is a card and a message to take action as soon as you can on this idea. And Archangel Gabriel is here to encourage you with his motivation message. Or some people say Gabriel is a female, however you want to look at it. Pray for guidance as to how to increase your enthusiasm for and focus on this project. So these two messages go hand in hand, right? The motivation card that says increase your enthusiasm and focus on your project, while you're also infusing the love life force energy. And then before you know it, this whole thing comes to life. I can't tell you how many times, and if you've been with me, you know, we've received the message of a small business idea. And Capricorns really got hit with it last month in the Zodiac reading. I truly believe that the reason for all the events this year, which were predicted by astrology, every astrologer that's on YouTube has been talking about it for at least 5 years that I've followed. And I truly believe that all of this contrast, and particularly with jobs and the job market shrinking in certain areas, in certain careers, is because this is bringing us to a place of getting us into the job and the career that we were meant to do. We were born to do it. But for whatever reason, we have been putting it off or sweeping it under the rug until it finally culminates and comes to a head. And we absolutely have to do it now. So if this message has triggered you and you're saying, yes, Sandra, that's exactly what it is, and you have not made a plan, I would highly suggest that you start doing your research in how to get the job and how to get the career and how to get the business that you really, really want to do. Your heart's desire, whatever you are passionate about, that you know there will be a market for in the next 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. When you wake up every day and you are excited about working, that is what's going to propel you into the future. It's going to also anchor you into this earth that we live on, that we live in this environment. And it's going to keep you here longer versus the people who are waking up thinking, oh, they hate their job and they can't wait until 5 o'clock and they can't wait until Friday night and they can't wait until it's over. We are no longer living in a environment, in a world that is conducive to being unhappy. So all of this stuff that everyone is dealing with is taking us to a better place as long as we are doing our part to get to that better place. But if we are in resistance and we say we're not going to do anything about it because of we're too tired or we're too complacent or we're too afraid, that's not going to cut it in this new world. The new world started in 2012, December 21st of 2012. The Mayan calendar ended. A new world began, which is a 20-year cycle. We are smack in the middle of that cycle right now. It's not over. It's time to keep going. Pick up the pieces if you have to and rebuild. But like the Tower card indicates, rebuild from a solid foundation up, because that's what's required right now. And if you don't know how to do that, or if you need help, all you have to do is ask. Keep asking. Ask and ye shall receive. Or as Abraham says, ask and it is given. That's all for the soapbox for now. Many blessings, and I'll see you next week and when I post the monthly Zodiac videos. Thanks, everyone.